Hi IELTS students, this is Ray Connors, Dr. Ray Connors, the IELTS Terminator. As promised, I said I would do some corrections of essays that were dropped on this site. Not all, but some. I found this one from Nidhi and I thought it was worthy of correction. The question was, increasing the price of petrol is the best way to solve growing traffic and pollution problems. To what extent do you agree or disagree? What other measures do you think might be effective? Okay, so let's have a look at Nidhi's response here. The first paragraph says, the number of automobiles on roadways have increased astronomically in the recent past. People claim that the dilemma of congestion and pollution can be resolved by imposing taxes on the fuel. I, however, disagree with this notion, and there are a number of arguments to support my view. This is a good paragraph. She uses some very good vocabulary here, which is different to what is in the question, and that is exactly what is needed. She says astronomically, excellent vocabulary. Dilemma of congestion, a very good collocation. Imposing, a very good choice. Notice, however, indicating a disagreement. Now, when we're writing this type of thing, we need to keep in mind how our answer should be constructed. This is a very good opening. The first paragraph should restate the proposition in the question, and the writer needs to indicate an opinion. This allows the examiner to assess if the candidate understands the question and the task, and also how rich is the candidate's language. In this, Nidhi has done very well, with some very good vocabulary that means the same as in the question, but she uses alternative words. This is a very good opening. Let's move on to paragraph 2 now. Okay, I'll just pop down here. In the second paragraph, we need to develop the argument we wish to prosecute. In this case, Nidhi has said she doesn't agree with this, so this is the paragraph where she should be strengthening that proposition. In this case, Nidhi has chosen to pursue the argument that the proposition is incorrect or faulty. And we can see it here. Okay. Firstly, forcing charges on petrol wouldn't necessarily solve all the issues. She's opened that very well by staying in her topic sentence exactly her situation. Such a system, okay. Now we're getting to do a little bit of nitpicking here because we want these things to turn out perfect. A sentence starts with a capital, right? Such a system would hurt the auto industry. For instance, the people would be divided, as those who are poor would turn against the government while those who are rich would use their vehicles. Anyway, and such a method would prove to be a futile exercise. And now, Nidhi says here a very good use of examples. She's got very good examples here. And then she says, secondly, this is very good signposting to tell us, hey, there is more to my argument. Not only cars, but industries contribute more to environmental pollution by releasing the gaseous emissions from the stacks. I don't think there's a need to have the here. We could leave it out. However, it's such a small matter that I don't think you won't lose any marks over that. Dumping solid and liquid waste into the water bodies. Okay, that is really good. I would be inclined to leave out that comma and put and. So it reads, pollution from releasing the gaseous emissions from the stacks and dumping solid and liquid waste into the water bodies. It's not a huge problem, but it just makes it a little bit better. Okay, now we come to the fourth paragraph. In the fourth paragraph, normally we need to concede that there is another point of view, or that the alternative argument has value. Nidhi has done this quite well here. Let's have a look. The solution to solving this issue is one which requires community cooperation at a global level and its subsequent implementation. What wonderful vocabulary. Instead of levying a tax on the fuel, government should introduce the cheap renewable energy-powered vehicles such as solar energy drove cars. Ooh, I see some clangers in here. Okay, Nidhi No need for the renewable, just renewable energy, and solar-driven cars. Solar-driven cars. I can see why you did it. English is not always sensible. They're not only environment friendly, I would be inclined to say environmentally friendly. However, environment friendly is definitely not incorrect, but also cheap in comparison to conventional energy sources. Another approach, well, we need a capital here. These are the sorts of small things that examiners will start to pick on when they know that you're doing very, very well. They have to find something wrong, you know. Another approach should be to develop mass transport system within cities. I would put another approach would be to develop mass transport systems, or a mass transport system within a city, which would considerably solve the obstacle of traffic. There should be proper control over the emissions by vehicles and industries by proposing some laws for the same. Very good. The fourth paragraph. It's missing. I'll go into that shortly. The fourth paragraph needs to show why your opinion is correct, with some authority quoted. Now, when we say authority, you don't have to have an encyclopedia in your head to talk about authorities quoted by local governments or anything like that. Just some people think is an authority. My friends think. People in my neighbourhood say. Okay. In this essay, the all-important fourth paragraph, it's missing. Nidhi, your third paragraph has stolen the word count that could have been used for this paragraph. Examiners will look for this paragraph. I know some instructors do not think this paragraph is necessary, but in my 25 years of experience teaching IELTS and getting back the results, students who include it score very well. I'll show you how to do that very soon, before we finish this essay. The last paragraph, as you have done, concludes and restates your opinion. In conclusion, look at that. She says, in conclusion, that is the perfect start to the concluding paragraph, or finally, something like that. I would like to restate that taxing individuals should not be the priority of the government in charge. Very good. She's restating her opinion. Good. And she's summing up what she's just told everybody. This essay discussed how the launch of alternative energy sources can be a better solution to the problems that mankind is facing today because of congestion and environmental deterioration. I opine, isn't that an excellent word? It's not very much used in English, but it is correct. It means I give my opinion. I think probably more colloquially it would be my opinion is. But I opine is very good. I opine that if these practices are implemented successfully, the problems will diminish to some extent. Okay. Overall, Nidhi, this is quite a good essay. There are a few small errors, and because it is otherwise so good, the examiner will be looking for those small mistakes. It's his job. It's his job to make your life miserable. Use of vocabulary is very impressive. I'm very impressed. And your sentence construction is also very good. Now let me have a look. Let me show you how an argumentative essay needs to be constructed to get absolutely top marks. Here we go. We have to virtually, in all presentation material, including essays, we have to first tell the reader what we're going to tell him, right? Then we have to tell him. Then we tell him what we just told him. And this is how it works. In paragraph 1, we restate the question, just as you did. But we use different words, if you can, and state your opinion. You did that very, very well. Okay, paragraph 2, we need to give an argument as to why the question statement may be correct. Okay? And then in paragraph 3, we need to concede that the question statement may not be correct. And why? Why that could be so. Now here it is. This is the killer one. In paragraph number 4, the one that makes you better than other IELTS candidates. Why your opinion is the correct one. And try to state some sort of an authority as to why it should be so. And then paragraph 5, just as you did, a conclusion. restating what you've just been saying, and your opinion. Of course, use different words than in paragraph 1. Okay, so what have we done? In paragraph 1, we've told the reader what we're going to tell him. In paragraph 2, 3 and 4, we've told him. We've done the job. And in paragraph 5, we've told him what we just told him by summarising. Okay, Nidhi, this was very well done. I know you would like me to say what score I feel this essay would achieve, but that's always a very dangerous practice. However, let me say that I would give this a score high enough to ensure an entry into most universities abroad. With the special 4th paragraph, as I just talked about, I would score it at least half a point higher, in my opinion. Once again, well done, and I hope you don't mind me using your essay as an example. Bye for now, and see you sometime soon.